Hello, my name is Ella, and I am a human trying to make sense of life, and that is the overarching focus of this channel. In this video, I'll be talking about manifestos and the impacts they can have, as well as a manifesto that I find personally to be very inspiring. Outside of the art world, I feel like I don't see very many manifestos, and those that I do see pushed to the cultural forefront often come loaded with an anger-fueled desire for change. The Unabomber or Valerie Solanas. We dare not to read these out of the fear that by reading them we are somehow just like the authors, and this is silliness. I have read Valerie Solanas' Scum Manifesto several times, and at one point even owned a physical copy. I saw her rage, but also her pain, and on some tiny level even related. But I am not Valerie. I have no desire to inflict violence on anyone who has wronged me. I'm not here to talk about manifestos by those who have inflicted violence or even death upon others. Instead, I want to talk about the positive power of manifestos and the value of putting your values into writing. But first, I'd like to emphasize that manifestos don't need to be a statement that remain true forever. We grow, and so do our ideas, and the ways that we understand ourselves as we relate to the greater world. What may be true for me today may change in a year's time. Although I'd like to think that my core belief system has remained fairly consistent with who I was even as a teenager. To quickly sum up my own personal manifesto, I believe in nonviolence with a strong desire to live in harmony with nature, but also technology, and to do so in a creative and fulfilling way. And in realizing that about myself, I've sought out resources that reflect that. And in that process, I've come across solar punk. And with that, I've found people interested in solar punk as a model for the future. A world where we reuse and repurpose items. A world where we look after each other. A world where we leave a smaller ecological footprint. A world where we live deeply meaningful lives. When I found the Solarpunk Manifesto, I've kept it bookmarked to refer back to in those moments where I've felt a deep sadness for the future I see unfolding. I won't read the whole manifesto. I will link to it in the description down below. Here are some of my favorite points. Solarpunk can be utopian, just optimistic, or concerned with the struggles en route to a better world, but never dystopian. As our world roils with calamities, we need solutions, not only warnings. Solarpunk provides a valuable new perspective, a paradigm, and a vocabulary through which describe one possible future. Instead of embracing retrofuturism, solarpunk looks completely to the future, not an alternative future, but a possible future. Solarpunk is about youth maker culture, local solutions, local energy grids, ways of creating autonomous functioning systems. It is about loving the world. And the manifesto ends with this. Solarpunk is 1. Diverse. 2. Has room for spirituality and science to coexist. 3. Is beautiful. 4. Can happen now. Solarpunk inspires me. It sparks the creative joy in me, and I know that it does the same for others. Alberta-based artist and video game designer Kara Stone created a video game that you can purchase online from a website that is hosted on a server that is run by a solar panel on her apartment's balcony. There is Low Tech Magazine, a website with articles about low-tech solutions. It is also hosted on a server run by solar power. Or the truly inspiring self-sufficient apartment in Paris run by the couple behind the Biosphere Experience. These are just a few examples of really interesting projects people are doing that fit underneath the solar punk umbrella. Thanks for watching and have a great day. I'll see you later, alligator. Bye for now.